Hey, this is Kylie here with you, and we're going to be moving through a really yummy gentle yoga session together today. Before we do anything, if you do happen to have a bolster, a block, and a strap, pause this and go get them right now. If you don't, roll up a big doona if you like. Get a biggish, thick kind of book can also be used. And alternatively, for a strap, you could get a belt or a scarf, okay? And we're going to be working with those. They're not essential, but they do kind of help add an extra essence of yumminess and support to the practice that we're going to move through today. So we're going to begin laying down. You can use a bolster or not, it's not essential. If you are using a bolster, I recommend coming to place it just underneath your knees and then just using your palms just to slowly come and glide your way down onto your back. And then once you're there, just tuck your pelvis down, maybe just draw the shoulders under and just let your palms fall wherever they feel comfortable. And then once you're there, we're just going to allow the eyes to soften shut. Just using the closing of our eyes to be that signal to our body, to our mind, that it's time now to journey inwards. So just take a couple of grounding breaths here. Just letting yourself feel heavy. No tension, no squeezing, just nice and soft. Let your brows be soft. Your cheekbones, your jaw, your belly. And just starting by coming to bring your awareness right to the top of your head, right to the very crown. And then from that starting space, nice and slowly, we're going to begin to pour awareness downward through your body. So taking it nice and slow. So you want to feel into your forehead, into your eye sockets, your cheek, your jaw, your mouth, just slowly journeying down. And as we do this, we're just tuning in. We're just checking in. How am I feeling? What is going on in me today? Just bringing that awareness to a deeper level. And as you do this, as you slowly begin to scan down to the soles of your feet, we're just allowing whatever you find, whether it's comfort or discomfort, a grumpy day or a happy day, it's irrelevant. We're just simply allowing whatever it is that we find just to be there and then just journeying on down. So if you haven't made your way there already, you're going to keep moving down through the pelvis, down through the upper legs, the back of the legs, the knees, down through the shins, your calves, into the ankles, the heel of your foot, the arch of your foot, the pads and each toe. And just becoming aware. What is going on within me today? And once you've journeyed all the way down, we're going to come and bring our awareness to our breath. If you haven't begun to do so already, you're going to allow this breath to pass in and out of your nostrils, okay? Just for this next little bit, we're not going to control the breath. We're just going to allow the breath just to come and go as it needs. And we're just going to take a moment here in stillness just to watch the breath. Take a moment to really notice when you're breathing in. And then take a moment to be aware of when you're breathing out. And feeling into that space, tuning into sensation, into the flow of your breath, the texture of your breath. All right, can you taste the breath? Maybe feeling the cool air as you take an inhale. And then feeling the warmth on your nostrils, on the top of your lip as you exhale that breath all the way back out. And just taking a couple more moments with that. Breathing in, feeling that expansion in your belly and chest. And breathing out, feeling that little surrender, that contraction as everything sinks back towards the spine. Good. Now staying as you are, keeping your eyes softly shut, we're just going to come and bring one palm to your belly and one palm to your heart. It doesn't matter which one. Just let your elbows hang loose. And when you're ready, we're going to take a full exhale out through your nose. As you do, you're going to feel a sense of that drawing down of your navel to spine. Have a little pause. And then when you're ready, you're going to take a full inhale. You're going to breathe into that bottom palm, into your belly, expanding through your ribs, expanding through the chest. Have a little pause at the tip of your throat. And then as you exhale, you're going to feel that contraction, that surrendered chest, ribs, belly, back to spine, little pause. Take another deep inhale, moving into that 3-part breath. And we're just going to work with that for a little bit as we just settle into slowing down, settle into stillness, and just beginning to match the length of your inhale to the length of your exhale. Moving with a nice, slow, full, deep, expansive in-breath. And then moving into a full, slow, deep exhale. And as we take the time to do this, letting our attention sit and journey with the breath, taking the time to really slow things down, something amazing is happening to us. We're starting to directly move into our nervous system, and we're moving away from our parasympathetic, which is our stress response, which is kind of our our stress response, which is our sympathetic, right? Our fight, our flight. That keeps us going, that keeps the adrenaline running. As we breathe, we start to move then into the parasympathetic. And that's our reset button. That's our healing. That's where the body allows an opportunity to take care of itself, to move into a place of peace. So we're going to take just a couple more rounds here. And just letting yourself really move into that space. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Keep that breath going. Now come and bring both palms into your heart center. Before we move on into our physical part of the practice today, I want you to really connect into your heart space. And I want you to ask yourself an honest question. If pressures, if fears, if doubts weren't in the equation and I could really tap into what was needed now, how could I best love and nourish myself today in this moment? What do I need to draw in for me to truly connect and to thrive? Leaving all the fears, all the expectations aside, what do you need to draw in just for you in this moment? And then take a deep inhale into that space, right into your heart center. And then a full exhale, nice big sigh, out the mouth. Let's take one more, just like that. Deep inhale, big sigh. On your next inhale, we're going to slowly release the hands. Come and reach your hands, extend through the fingers, extend through the toes. Have a nice big long pencil stretch. As you exhale, we're slowly going to come and roll over onto our sides. You can draw your knees into your chest. Just take your time into recovery position. And then nice and slowly come and press your way up into a seat. Okay, so just move your bolster, move anything that you might have needed out of the way for now. We'll use it a little later on. And we're going to come and find each other in a seated position. So whatever that looks like for you, just come and cross the legs comfortably. We're going to move through our seated cat-cows. So come and place your palms onto your knees, okay? And when we're ready, we're going to take a deep inhale. You're going to roll the shoulder blades back, lift through the center of your heart, bring your head up, but gaze softly down the nose. As we exhale, we're going to start from the tailbone, roll and flex your spine all the way to the back of the room, chin to chest, into our cow. When you're ready, you'll take a deep inhale, lead with the heart, roll the shoulder blades back. And then full exhale from the tailbone. Can you roll and press your spine all the way to the back of the room? Good. And we're just going to keep moving with that motion. Inhales coming into our cat, little back bend. Nice, slow, steady exhale. Roll and press your spine all the way back. Good. And just move with the rhythm of your own breath. Don't ever worry if you're not with my cues. You want to move to the rhythm of your flow. Let's go through 3 more. Deep inhales. Really lift through the heart. And full exhales. Good. Last 2. Just easing into the spine. Slowly waking up the body. Last one. Breathing in. And breathing out. As you inhale, you're going to come back into a seat. We're going to come into a little side stretch. So come and walk your right fingertips out in line with the hip there. You're going to take a deep inhale. You're going to come and lift up through the left. So take another inhale. Maybe wiggle a little higher out of your pelvis. And as we exhale, all you're going to do is come and reach that hand up and over. So you might find as you do this, you transition from your fingers to your palms. Okay, and I'm really taking my inhale to lift up and out of my pelvis. I'm going to roll my shoulder blade back and lift my heart to the sky. Notice if you start to come off of the sit bones, you want to stay grounded here. So let's take 3 more rounds of breath. Take a nice deep inhale, lift up, find length and space. Use your exhale just to soften in. Maybe you soften the shoulders, soften your gaze. Good. Keep breathing. Nice deep inhalations, really opening up the side body. As you exhale, you might find there was a little bit more space. You might come down to your forearm. Last one here. Breathing in and breathing out. As you inhale, nice slow control, press through the right. And we're going to come and just bring the left fingertips down, extend through the right. Take a deep inhale, so moving mindfully. Then it's with the exhale. I'm going to open up into the right side body. So roll the shoulder blade open. As you inhale, you want to imagine that you're growing, right? I like to talk about the pelvis like a little pot, okay? And that's where the spine is my stem. I'm like the little sunflower growing up and out, okay? Finding that length and space and expansion. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath. Breathing in. And breathing out. Notice if you create a little bit more space there to move. Let's take the last one. Deep inhale. And exhale. On your next in-breath, nice slow control. Use the fingertips, come all the way up. Pause, bring both fingertips to the ground. And then as you inhale, just come and draw your shoulders all the way up to your ears. And then exhale, come and draw them down into your shoulder sockets. Good. Take another inhale. You're going to lengthen out through your fingertips. As you exhale, right hand comes to your left knee. Left fingertips behind your hip. So stay up onto your fingertips. It's going to help find that space. So take a deep inhale. Once again, lengthening, creating space. And then this time as you exhale, we're just going to slowly begin to bring our gaze towards the back of the room. Now, as you do that, notice if you're crunching your neck to get to somewhere that it's not ready to go. We just want to come into that space and just allow the head and body to come where it can and then move in with the breath. Let's take 2 more rounds here. Nice deep inhale, finding length, sitting a little taller through the crown. As you exhale, maybe use your palm to your knee to find a little bit more depth within the twist. Last breath. Deep inhale. And stay for the exhale. On your next inhalation, nice slow control. Come and reach your hands back above the head. Have a pause. And then exhale, other side. So palm to knee, fingertips behind your hips. It's the inhale that we're going to sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, we're going to move into our spinal twist. So staying grounded in the sit bones and using the breath. Inhales, lifting, creating space. As you exhale, where can you soften? Can I roll my shoulder blades down? Can I lift a little wider across the center of my heart? Let's take 3 more breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling that length and space at the crown of your head. And once again, maybe use your palm and find a little bit more depth in the twist, moving right into the thoracic. Good, take one last exhale here. And then inhale, nice and slowly release the hands, come and reach them back above the head. And then exhale, come and draw your hands to your heart center. Let's come and make our way now to our hands and knees. So however you need to get there, you can roll from here. Maybe you flick your feet out to the side, coming to find a tabletop. All right, so to set this up, I want to come and bring my palms underneath my shoulders. I want to have my knees directly underneath my hips. Toes can be tucked or untucked, it doesn't really matter. And let's move through our cat-cow. So spread the fingers nice and wide. When you're ready for an inhale, we're going to move into our cow. So that your belly comes soft, roll the shoulder blades back, lift the head but goes down the nose. When you're ready for an exhale, you're going to press the floor away from the tailbone, 1 vertebrae at a time. Come and draw your chin towards your chest. We've got 4 more. Take a deep inhale. Let your heart guide you through. As you exhale, rolling the spine up, can you draw your navel in and up with it? Little contractions there. Good. Take another deep inhale. Just really feeling that beautiful flexion and expansion through the spine. Exhale from the tailbone. Really press the floor away. Last one. Breathing in. Nice deep full inhalation. Exhale. Press the floor away. Really arch your spine to the sky. Good. From here we're going to come into a neutral tabletop. So just draw the belly in. You kind of want to always feel a sense of that rib to hip connection. So I'm not just letting my belly hang loose. I want to draw the navel in and find that little kind of supported squeeze. If you haven't got the toes touched, we're going to tuck them now. We're going to make our way into a down dog. So as we inhale, we're going to begin to lift the knees nice and slow. Keep pressing into the palms. Lift the sit bones back. Good, and then once we're there, just take a little moment just to ease your way in. So maybe you bend a knee, bend the other, wriggle the hips, right? Have some freedom of movement. Maybe give your head a little gentle shake side to side, right? And once you've done that and moved in and connected to the body, still breathing here, you want to really spread the fingers wide. You want to press the floor away. Let your head hang nice and loose, and maybe you take a nice deep bend in the knees, right? Because we don't want to be here just arching and putting compression on the spine. We want to be finding length and space. So as I bend my knees, allowing my hamstrings just the time to open up, I'm going to sink my chest back to the upper thighs. Okay, so it's the difference between this, trying to get my heels to the ground, or really allowing that space to be open and expansive. Let's take 1 more breath here. So keep pressing the floor away. Lift the sit bones to the sky. Take a full exhale out. And then on our next inhale, I want you to look between the palms, and we're just going to come and walk the feet behind the wrists. Okay? Once we're there, keep the knees nice and bent. Have them about hip width apart. You're going to come and bring your palms to your elbows and let your head hang nice and loose in our ragdoll pose. So once again, bend your knees, all right? It's better to have bent knees and a straight spine than straight legs and a bent spine, okay? So rolling the shoulder blades back if it feels good. Maybe you start to rock the body side to side. Just finding that expansion in the side body, lengthening in the spine. Just taking some nice steady in breaths and full exhales. Let's go one more side to side. Deep inhale and a full exhale. Come to center. Release your hands down to the earth. And then on our inhalation, begin to press through the toes. We're going to roll up to standing, but take it slow. One vertebrae at a time. Take the time, feel the spine unravel, and come and make your way up. Hi. Come and draw your shoulders up to your ears, and then exhale, draw them all the way down because it feels good. Let's do it one more time. Take a deep inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, come and draw them all the way down. All right, so we're going to come into a little mini sun A, so a little modified A. So come to the top of your mat if you're not there already. We're just going to come and bring the toes to touch, have your heels a little slither apart. You want to begin by drawing the tailbone down, kind of like a dog tucking its tail in. As you do that action, you want to begin to draw the belly in. So there's that little rib to hip connection. Okay, it's going to help support my spine. As you find those engagements, we're going to take a deep inhale. We're going to ground through the toes. We're going to take a deep inhale. We're going to come and reach all the way up. And then exhale, nice slow control. We're going to take a forward fold. So remember, you can bend those knees if you need to come and bring your palms to the earth. And we're going to come and tuck the forehead in. You're going to inhale, halfway rise. Maybe your hands are on the floor. Maybe they're on the knees. You want to place them where the spine is nice and long. If I'm having to do this, I'm kind of defeating the purpose of what I'm doing here. So you want to roll the shoulder blades back, lengthen through the crown of your head. Let's take one more deep inhale. And then exhale, bend the knees, come and plant the palms back into your forward fold. As you inhale, we're going to ground through the toes, rise to standing. Once again, nice slow control. Roll up through the spine, reach your hands out and up, gaze to the thumbs. And then slow exhale as you journey your hands back to your heart. Let's do that 2 more times. Take a deep inhale, reach up, find space in the spine. As you exhale, draw your belly in, forward fold. Inhale, you're going to halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, grounding back down through the toes. Use the core, use the legs as you rise to stand. Reach your hands out and up. And then exhale, hands will journey back to heart. Deep inhale, reach up, palms to touch. Exhale, lead with the heart as you journey down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, ground down through the toes, rise up to standing, reach your hands out and up. And then exhale, let the hands journey back to heart. We're going to move through a few more rounds of that. So take a deep inhale, reach up. Right hand to left, exhale, open up. With your next inhale, come back to center, switch to the left. Deep exhale, open up into the right. Next inhale, back to center. Exhale, roll the shoulders, lift through the heart. On your next inhale, draw the belly in as you create more length and space. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, plant your palms to the earth, little head tuck. Inhale, you'll halfway rise. As we exhale, let's step back down dog. One breath. Taking a nice deep inhale, pressing the floor away, lifting the sit bones high. Stay for the exhale. As you breathe out, can you feel that sense of drawing your navel towards your spine? On your next inhale, we're going to lift the heels a little higher. Exhale, a little bend in the knees, and we're going to come in, step back between the palms. Inhale, you'll halfway rise. Exhale, you'll fold. Inhale, ground through the toes, rise up. Reach your hands out and up. And exhale, draw all that energy and nourishment into your heart. We're going to move through 2 more of those. So deep inhale, right to left. Exhale, open up. Inhale to center. Exhale, open up. Inhale, lengthen through the fingers. Exhale, roll the scalps together, lift the heart. Inhale, belly draws in as you rise. And exhale, slow, steady forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, back to our down dog, 1 breath. Taking a nice full inhale. And a full exhale. On your next in-breath, lift the heels. A little bend in the knees, and then we'll slowly step it back between the palms. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press through the toes, rise through the spine. Reach your hands out and up. Exhale, draw all that love, that energy and nourishment right into your heart. Last time, take a deep inhale. Right to left. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, open up. Inhale to center. Exhale, lift the heart. Inhale, belly draws back in. Exhale, back into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. As we exhale, back to our down dog, last one. So enjoy this. Spread the fingers wide. Sink your chest towards your upper thighs. Wrap your shoulder blades back. Let's take 1 more here. A full deep inhale. As we exhale, we're going to come and lower the knees down to the ground. And from here, we're going to come and find our wide-kneed child's pose. So you're going to come and bring your big toes to touch. And you're going to walk out your knees as wide as comfortable. You may or may not need something to place underneath the forehead, all right? So I'm sinking my hips from here. I want to stay nice and grounded. I'm going to take a deep inhale, lift up through my heart. It's with the exhale, I'm going to slowly come and walk my palms all the way to the top of the mat, okay? If you're finding that you're up really high, it's okay. If you do have a bolster, you can always come and put a bolster here, or generally just working with it. Okay, putting a block underneath the head. So even if your hips look like this, it doesn't matter, okay? You just want to allow the forehead to be supported, and eventually we'll just start to ease in. Okay, maybe you don't need it, all right? And we're going to just take 5 nice, slow, grounding breaths in child's pose. So feeling a sense of really grounding the pelvis down regardless of whether it's touching the heels or not. Okay, with the palms, you want to really press the palms down, stretch them to the top of the mat and lift the elbows off the ground. When you do that, you want to draw the shoulder blades back, really feeling that beautiful length and expansion through the spine. And just settle into your breath here. So just taking a nice deep inhale and feeling the back body rise. And then keeping all that on, but as you exhale, can you feel a sense of surrender and softness? Maybe you find you can sink your heart a little closer to the earth. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Just allowing yourself this time just to really nurture yourself. Let's take one more breath. Nice full belly expanding. Inhale. And a nice full complete exhale out through the nose. Beautiful. So from there, what we're going to do is, if you had a block, you'll just move it out of the way. Keep it handy, you may need it. And we're just going to slowly come and walk the palms all the way in towards the knees, okay? If you are at the top of your mat, come and scoot your way to the back. We're going to come into our puppy pose. Alrighty? So what we want to do here is I want to aim to have my knees and hips stacked. From this position, I'm just going to come and walk my palms, keeping that area nice and still, all the way out to the top of the mat, okay? And then I'm going to come and bring my forehead to the ground. Now, if that feels too much, once again, you can put a bolster or a block underneath your forehead to take that back bend a little bit less intense, okay? If you've been doing it a little while, you might find it's really comfortable and you bring your chin, it's kind of hard to talk like that, chin all the way to the mat, okay? But notice how it feels, all right? We're always aiming in all these poses. We're not here to beat ourselves up. We're here to take care of ourselves. We're here to really tune into ourselves. So as you are in puppy pose, notice if you can breathe. If the breath is short and raspy, back out a little bit. Use a prop, there's nothing wrong with that. Take this time to nourish yourself. We've got 3 more breaths here. So allow the shoulders to be soft, let the face be soft, let your jaw be soft. And just drawing in all that beautiful prana, that beautiful energy, really filling up the cells of your body. And using your exhales as an opportunity to surrender, right? That's where we find the softness. Let's take one more breath here. Taking a nice full, complete inhale, feeling all the belly, the ribs expand. And then as we exhale, we're going to come and walk the palms all the way back up to the knees. Okay. We're going to find a little seat from here. So you can either cross the legs or flick your feet out, however you need to get there. Okay. And we're going to come and grab our straps. So just using, once again, you could use a tea towel, a belt, a scarf. There'll be something there. All right, so once you have that, what I want you to do is come and bring your hands along it all the way out, okay, past the shoulders. And we're gonna kind of get a little bit of nice yummy shoulder movement. So I want you to feel, like I've been mentioning, that contraction, that ribs to hip engagement, okay? I don't want to be back bending here. I also don't want to be hunching here. So when I find that contraction, it's going to help me find that support in my spine. All right, so once you get your strap or whatever it is you're using, I want you to feel a sense of like you're going to pull it in half. Okay, and as you do this, I want you to feel your shoulders draw together. It's so good. Good and kind of bad. Let's take a deep inhale. Keep pulling the strap apart. Now, as we exhale, keep pulling it apart. We're going to come and roll down through the shoulders. If you're super tight, you can bend your elbows for this one. Okay? If they're straight, you're going to come and bring the strap all the way down. With your inhales, you're going to come and lift the strap. Keep pulling it apart, up. Exhale, slowly lowering the strap back down. Good. Let's keep moving with this motion. Breathing in. And breathing out. We're going to go through 4 more. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in, keep pulling the strap apart. Exhale, rolling the shoulder sockets open. Good. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Good. Now this time we're going to come and bring our strap up together. Have a little pause, so keep pulling the strap apart. Draw the shoulder blades together, and as we exhale, we're kind of going to go to that place that you want to skip over. We're going to leave the hands in line with the shoulder blades. You can do this, right? So keep drawing the belly in, keep pulling the strap apart. Take a nice deep inhale. Stay here. Take a full exhale. Soften the shoulders. Good. Let's take one more. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Good job. On your next inhale, come and lift your strap all the way back up. And exhale, come and release it down. And just come and pop it out of the way now. We're done with that for now. Just have some freedom of movement. Maybe you want to roll one shoulder, then the other, forward and backwards, just getting some fluidity. All right, and then from here, we're going to come and sweep the hands out in front. Okay, so come and bring your right hand underneath the left. Okay, so options with this, remove hair, and then come and bring your palms to your shoulders. Okay, that would be option one to work with. The next place you could go would be maybe you bring the backs of the hands to touch. Okay, and then finally, maybe we bring the palms to touch. But don't compromise. Don't do that. Come to where you can. There are no gold medals or prizes for being in this space. There's always somewhere else to go. So be where you're at. Once you're there, you're going to come and bring your elbows in line with your shoulders. Okay? So hold that space and take a nice deep inhale. Maintain where you are, but as you exhale, can you soften? I can even feel mine going down. Soften my shoulders down. Let's take 4 more breaths here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, soften into the shoulders. Last 2. Breathing in. And breathing out. Let your face be soft. All right, no clenching the jaw. You've got this. Last one. Breathing in. And then as you exhale, nice and slowly release. Just have some freedom. Maybe you roll both shoulders up at the same time, forward and back. And then other side. So come and sweep the hands out in front. Left hand underneath the right. Okay, same thing. Moving through those variations. And you might find that this side feels completely different, and that's okay, that's normal. So we want to honor that, okay? Come to where you can. Elbows in line with shoulders. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, same thing. Soften the shoulders. Just finding that nice, beautiful flow of breath. Inhale. Soften as you exhale. Last 2. I'm feeling really tight with this today, so it's kind of challenging me. Take your deep inhale. Full soften. Let those shoulders sink right down. Good. Last one. Breathing in. And then exhale. Nice and slowly release on. It feels amazing. Little rolls. Sometimes we just get so stuck and stagnant. Even moving fluidly like this can feel weird. It's okay. You're probably alone. So just do it. Get juicy in there. That's what we want, right? Let's come now. Extend your legs. Scoot your feet all the way to the top of the mat. And we're going to come and make our way down. So it is entirely up to you. If you want to use your hands to come down, that's fine. If you want to use a little teeny tiny bit of core, then we'll do this together. So come and reach your fingertips out in front. Okay? You want to extend all the way up through the crown of your head. And like I've been ranting on about, same thing here. You want to feel that little contraction, ribs to hips, navel to spine. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, you want to contract all that on. See if you can keep your heels planted to the mat. Nice, slow control. Lift the heart all the way down. And then once you're there, just enjoy being there. Let yourself feel fluffy. Tuck your shoulders in and under. And just take a moment here just to observe yourself. Right? Feel and allow a moment to notice where each part of your body touches or connects to the earth or the floor or the mat. Right, and as you do that, tune into the sensation. So feeling the back of the head on the mat, feeling the shoulders, and maybe it feels warm or cool or rough or sticky. Just slowly taking your way down to the heels of your feet and just tuning in. Notice sensation. Notice your body. And then take a moment to become aware again of your breath. Notice if you've journeyed with the breath that you connected with at the start of class, or if it's changed somehow. And it's okay if it has. And just taking a moment to take a deep inhale, slowing the breath even further down. And a full exhale. One more, just like that. Deep in breath. And a full exhale. So from here we're going to come and plant the soles of their feet to the floor as we kind of move into the final stages of practice. You want to come and have your feet around about mat width apart. You might need to adjust that, and that's fine, okay? If you don't have anything else near you, you can come and extend your arms all the way out to a T if it feels good, right? Maybe you cactus the arms like we were working with in that little flow. Alrighty, so we're going to take a deep inhale. As we exhale, we're going to come and allow both of the knees now to slowly come down to the right. Alrighty, if that is way too intense for you, come and bring the knees together and let them come and stack. Alright, have a play around with that, see which is most supportive. Now, if you are with the legs still wide apart and you want a little bit more depth, you can come and bring that right heel and come and place it on the upper left quad, and you'll see how that helps draw my knee down. And it's just going to find a little bit more depth in the twist. Okay, nice little spinal twist. And I'm going to bring my gaze now to come along the length of my left arm. And we're just going to take a couple of breaths here. So nice, deep, full inhales. And full exhales. And maybe you close your eyes. Allowing the breath just to move in and out. And just allowing yourself to be soft here, so soft. What can you let go of? Right? Can you let your glutes be soft? So often, unconsciously, we're just constantly clenching our butts or our jaw or our shoulders. Take a deep breath into that space. What can you soften? What can you just let go of? Let's take one more deep inhale here. And take a full exhale. Okay, if you have that right heel lifted, you'll come and ground it down now. Nice, slow, steady movements. Come back to center. All right, reposition the hip. You want to make sure that the tailbone feels nice and grounded here. Reposition the arms, whatever you've got to do, get back into position. Together, we're going to take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, let your knees lightly come down to the left. And you might notice a difference here, and that's okay. All right, remember the option to stack the knees if you need. If you find that the leg is so far up and you have something handy, you can also come and prop something underneath just for a little bit of extra support, okay? Moving into that, the expression that's most nourishing to you and your body and its needs. And just breathing here, being in the space. Allowing these moments just to continue to draw in, to nurture, to nourish. That's why we're here, not to beat ourselves up. So be kind. Let's enjoy one more breath. Taking a full inhale, full exhale, and then nice and slowly come and ground that foot if it was lifted. Take your time, come all the way back to center. Retuck the tailbone. Good, and then come and bring your knees together. So come and hug them into your chest. Come and wrap your hands around and give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe a little rock side to side, just decompressing the spine. I'm going to move into one more pose. So if this does not feel good on your neck, just don't do it. Just stay as you are. But we're going to wrap the hands around the knees. You're going to take a deep inhale. As you do, you're going to come and bring your forehead all the way up to your knees. Okay? So once you're there, take another in-breath, and I want you to squeeze everything on, everything against everything I was saying. Squeeze your toes, your glutes, your knees, your ears, all the way to your nose. Take one more deep inhale, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then exhale, nice big sigh. Come into Shavasana and just let it go. And once you've come into Shavasana, just allow your eyes to soften shut. Allow your heels just to come to the corners of your mat. Let the feet feel nice and floppy. Allow your palms to roll over and face up to the sky. Maybe you tuck your shoulders in and under. Clear the palate of your mouth. And just letting the breath go now. And just letting your natural ebb and flow just to move back in. Just taking this time in stillness. On a cellular level, now we're soaking in all the love that we've extended to ourselves through the practice. Eyes are soft, head, mouth, brows are soft. Fingers and shoulders, chest and belly soft. Glutes are soft, knees and calves, toes and heels, just softening. And just give yourself some time here if you can. Give yourself 10 minutes, would be amazing. And with each passing breath, give yourself permission just to continue to drop and sink into the earth. And if you're ready to go on to your day, we'll come and meet back into our seated Sukhasana, where we'll close the practice together. So just coming to bring your palms to touch. Draw your thumbs into your heart center, Anjali Mudra. And just taking this moment to offer up so much thanks and gratitude to yourself for taking this time to nourish, to nurture, to love on yourself, and knowing that when we do this for ourselves, it doesn't just have an effect on us, it has an effect, a ripple effect on everyone else around us. I'm going to close with the closing chant, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So taking a full exhale out through the nose, and then inhaling to Om. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. With your next inhale, we'll come and bring the thumbs to your third eye, just between the brows. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Peace in body, peace in mind, and peace in speech. And take one last deep inhale together. As we exhale, we'll bow. Namaste. Thank you for joining me on your mat today. And sending a little bit of that love and energy back into that cup of yours. Take care, and I'll see you in another class.